Son shit, y'all ready?
I hope y'all are. This episode, this is a real episode. If you heard I Can Never Be a Veteran, I told y'all I was about to do the little segue into this particular thing, but I was like, nah, I need to talk about something real quick. So I talked about it. So that's off the table. I ain't like I'm gonna bring the soapbox out. Imagine, if you will, think back. Oh my God, that's Betty Wright. Rest in peace to Betty Wright. That was that joint. The very first time you made love. Hey, don't think about that right now while you listen to this. This is gonna get you all caught up wherever you at. You be like, then somebody will be like, oh, what's wrong with your face? And you're gonna be like, yo, I just thought about it. You know what I mean? But don't do that. Anyway, think back if you will. Imagine if you will. It's World War I. Germany's on the move. The first time. And they out here doing their thing. And these armies of black people are invading another group of black people in Africa. And you're like, yo, what's going on? What? What's happening? French, Belgium, British, they got the black places that they colonized. Then they're sending their black people to go over to another part of Africa where the Germans have their black people. That's right, they was fighting World War I in Africa. They were having black troops. They were figuring out ways to get black troops to go to do this in the mix, the real spot where it was rocking and popping at. This is real talk. What I'm telling y'all is real talk. And I will get into the Black Holocaust in Africa by way of Germany at some point in time. That's a thing too. They don't ever talk about it. That is a thing. And a lot of it started within that realm of World War I. It starts there. They were practicing, they were coming up with ways to do things then. We will talk about it. I even say it on the joint. We will talk about that at some more other point. But they went out their way. France had the most soldiers of Africa, most African soldiers, and also the most African soldier casualties. Why am I messing this word up? Casualties, dead people. I don't know why I'm messing that up. I can speak. Right now, it just seems like my what's the word? Enunciation is off beat a little bit. It is what it is. Casualties. There you go. Whatever. We back now. Yo, of war. We ain't cutting none of this out. Y'all know that, right? Y'all just watch me struggle for a good 10 seconds, 15, 20 seconds. It is what it is. Life is real. I give it to you like that. Anyway. And we gonna talk about it. This is what we got going on, man. This is real. World War I was so much more complex than people know. You know what I'm saying? So much more complex than people know. You know what I mean? Because Germany was out here on this take over the world thing early. Got knocked back. And was like, yo, let's try it again in a couple of decades. And did so. And tried it again. Got knocked back. Then they were like, you know what? We're just going to take a lot of this technology that we done made and give it to the people and be just the most tech savviest people ever. Like, nobody messes with German technology, technically, right? Germany is just there. Like, that's just what they do. That's how they get down. That's why they were asked to come to that's why when they were giving asylum in America, they were giving immunity in America to help Americans come up. And same thing in Russia. That's where the Cold War started from, by the way. A lot of that came from people were trying to take German technology, German scientists, and do what they wanted to do there in those two countries. Those two countries was like, yo, this is old to us. We got the British people had a little bit. That's why we don't even count them. They ain't doing nothing. They were just happy that somebody came and saved them. They were like, thank you. Churchill hated Stalin. Like, I can't believe that you're the reason. I'm still in top. We still here. And he's like, I don't care, man. We about to get a lot of this anyway. And FDR was like, nah, we about to get this. He's like, man, I will kick you out your chair. You gonna get him. Yeah, hey, I'm Stalin. Look at this. Look at this mustache right here. It's a full-grown mustache. I'm a big dude. Got the nice little haircut. I look like I will beat both of y'all up. I will beat you up because Churchill built like the Penguin from Batman. And I beat you up because you had polio. You can't do too much, man. You sickly. You look sick. You ain't ready for this. This is stop. Man, look at that. My fist is bigger than your whole face. I'll punch you and just whole face be gone. You better act like you know. You know what I mean? You better act like you know. I'm playing about all that. But they didn't like each other. Like, Churchill and Stalin really didn't like each other. And FDR didn't, well, not so much him, because he understand the inner workings of what they had to do to stop Hitler, but his people definitely was like, yo, don't trust them Russians. Hoover was like, yo, don't be trusting them Russians. You know what I'm saying? You don't never know what they got going on. Come to find out, you never knew what Hoover had going on until he died. He was like, oh. And he was like, yeah, there's pictures and love letters and all kind of just weird, extra homosexual stuff for a guy who hated homosexuals. That's a whole nother story that I don't get into because I don't do that kind of history. I know that kind of history. We ain't gonna get into that. That's a whole nother thing. If you've seen the movie with who's that? Leonardo, you know. Please look up, and then you hear see stuff about what he had going on. Hey, matter of fact, here's a quick joint, and I'm about to get out of here. Nixon scared Hoover. Hoover was scared. Yo, you know how gangster you gotta be to scare the boogeyman. Hoover was the boogeyman. Hoover had records on everybody. Hoover had joints on everybody. He was scared of Nixon. He was like, yo, something up with this dude. This a wild dude, right? I don't know. I don't trust this dude. He was scared of Nixon. That's how gangster Nixon was. Nixon was so gangster he had the boogeyman scared. Come on, man. Come on. What? That's real talk. There was something about Nixon that Hoover didn't trust. He was just like, yo, you make my booty tight. I'm like, I don't know, man. I feel like I gotta watch my step around him, man. Something up with this dude. Peep this dude out. Watch this guy. He ain't right. You know how gangster you gotta be to make the boogeyman scared. This ain't got nothing to do with black history. This is just some weird history stuff right here. Wild joints. I'm just telling y'all, that was wild. And then word has it, when they found out that Hoover had died, Nixon was like, yo, go to his office and try to get them files. We want to know what he know. We want to know what dirt he got. What does he know? Could you imagine if anybody had got a hold of all that stuff that Hoover had? Woo! What? Come on, man. This whole, man, the secrets that man knew. Oh my God. If you like me and you don't trust the government anyway, you really wouldn't trust the government. And his joints was burned. Most of the stuff that you know about what jumped off with Hoover comes from people who lived it and on their deathbeds and in their memoirs, and they go, yeah, by the way, this is what was going on. That's how we know. We know because those people spilled the beans. We don't know because we saw the documents. The documents were shredded. What pieces weren't, I think, burned and shredded or something, they was definitely gotten rid of. But, and again, this has nothing to do with what the whole conversation is. I don't know how I got here, but this is how I do sometimes. I just start talking and then I veer off left. And it's like, hey, I wonder what's down this road. We went down this road, y'all. The real road, let's go back, is about the French military, World War I, Africa, the lives that was lost, and the fact that we had African soldiers fighting in World War I on behalf of their colonizers. Is that how we say that? Colonizers? That's how we gonna say that today. They're colonizers. The people who came and was like, I like this. This is very beautiful. This is ours now. Shh. Don't fight it. You don't want to die. Just let us have this. We'll let you guys still live here. Put our flag up. You don't have a flag yet? Exactly. You don't even have a flag. Put this flag up. We will dig all and check out what y'all got. Cause the word is this is the place where it has gold, and we gonna get your gold. We gonna take your soil. What y'all make? What kind of food y'all make? Ooh, that look delicious. We gonna take that and we're gonna go back to where we come from and be like, yo, look at what we got. We're going to exploit and destroy the whole fabric of this country right here. I like this place right here. This is good. This is good. Hey, that's right. This is ours now. Shh. Don't worry about it. Matter of fact, we got a war we about to fight, and we're gonna need a couple of y'all people to come up with us. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna give y'all some coats, make y'all little badges. See how my man right here is highly decorated? Yeah, we're gonna give y'all some of them joints. Yeah, we about to go to this war. There's some dudes from another country who got another little spot himself over yonder. They won't even say yonder back then. Over yonder, and we gonna attack that joint. Yeah, y'all with us? I mean, if y'all ain't, we own this now. This is us. Yeah, we got this. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, it's a complex joint. There was African countries that was still independent. That was like, yo, I don't know why y'all letting them do that. Why don't y'all ride with us? And he was like, we don't really want to do that either, though. Okay, all right then, whatever. I'm gonna tell y'all what ain't jumping on. We ain't gonna let that Germany thing happen either, though. I know what y'all saying. So y'all riding with the people who own us? For now, we will get them eventually. All this will be ours again. If you say so, you know, I mean, I'm kind of okay with this right here. You know, they gave us coats. It's hot out here. Why they give y'all coats? Oh, they plan on taking us over there to Europe. Oh, yeah, y'all gonna need some coats. I don't know what's going on over there, but y'all look ridiculous right now in this heat. It's 110 and y'all got on big old coats. What is that? What is that, animal fur? Yeah. Y'all looking over there, look at the lion. He done took his mane off. He got the mane sitting down. He look like a straight girl lion right now. It's hot out here, son. Y'all, what are you doing? Take that off. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, man. Look, the giraffe done took his spots off. The zebras done took their stripes off. You know what I mean? Just y'all out here with these coats on trying to be European. You better, man, one of y'all gonna die. Heat stroke. You better get undressed, put one of these things back on, and keep it moving. Anyway, I know that sounds so racist to say put one of them things back on. I don't even know what thing I'm thinking about. You know what I'm saying? I would like to think everybody would rock pants back then. Probably not, but I would like to think so. Anyway, do your research on the African soldiers of World War I, and you will be surprised on how many soldiers were involved. This is what I do. This is what we do. Thank y'all for listening. Thanks for the support. Please spread the word that this is how it go down here. You know what I'm saying? I do a lot of talking and then I have to get into the segment, which is a lot of talking, but it's history. This is what we do. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for enjoying it. Hey, do your research. Enjoy. Let's go. Yes. Hey, rest in peace to Aaliyah. Rest in peace to Fife, dog. You know what we do, word. We gon' That's that melody type joint right here. Like, ooh, girl, listen. I heard you wanted to get down, start kissing. Don't you understand? It was you that I was missing. And the transition between you and that other dude was rude. Why you gonna leave me like that, girl? Why you gonna leave me like that, girl? I know where you living at, girl. And I'ma burn your house down. Hey. Dudes do that, though. Chicks be out here busting windows and flattening tires. Dudes burn houses down. Dudes do. Like, yo, chicks be talking about, yeah, you don't know me, I'm crazy. Y'all are lucky. Y'all don't hear half of the stuff that a broken heart dude talk about. Broken heart dudes talk really reckless. Y'all are so lucky. Some of y'all do not, like, I don't know, like, and I've heard dudes tell they chicks stuff too, like, ex-chicks, and they just be like, whatever, don't do that. In a week or so, my man on the news. He on the news, he got the mugshot. He did some of that stuff he was saying he was gonna do. And then the family be like, and I told her he was serious. I said he crazy, you could see it in his eyes. You knew he was crazy. Oh, I told you don't mess around with him. He was out here just eating his boogers in public. Dudes who do that ain't got no morals. Man, hey, and for real though, that's real talk. If you see a dude like straight just pluck one out and smash it in public, you know, he ain't trying to hide it, just like, ugh. And that thing where they like, they take the wedgie out their butt, but they put their hands in their pants, and then they smell their fingers, and they just wipe it on their shirt and walk off. They burning your house down. You better, hey, if you with that dude, stay with that dude, cause I'm just saying, that's just real talk. I'm just letting you know. If he willing to walk, smell his hand, make a face, then wipe whatever was in his booty on his shirt and walk around for the rest of the day like that, he gonna burn your house with you in it. You and the dog. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. This is that time of the show where we be talking that talk when we get into that history. Yo, this is a wild piece of history that I'm gonna hit y'all off with. And I'm kind of like, it's weird though, you know what I'm saying? I really don't know how I want to say it, but I want to say it the way I want to say it. So we're gonna talk about it like this. Hold on, why I do it that way? Take it from the top. We gonna do it like this. Nah, stop. This moment in Black history. Yeah. Then the beat drop. Yo, so y'all know last year we did the Memorial Day joint. I told y'all who set it off for Memorial Day. Black people, you know what I'm saying? But so you can't do twice. You can't, like, what can you do now? This is what I'm gonna do. Talk about black soldiers. And it's easy to go, yo, let's talk about the Buffalo Soldiers or the Tuskegee Airmen. That's easy. What I'm gonna talk about right now are African soldiers during World War I. I don't know if y'all understand what I'm saying right now. Word up. African soldiers was out here rocking in World War I on behalf of those who colonized them. And here's the crazy part, and I'm gonna get into that too later on down the line. Germany was in East Africa colonizing, and they had their own Holocaust out there because there were some people who rebelled, and then they tried to literally wipe out a whole country. This is real talk. We're gonna get into this somewhere down the line, but this is real talk. Now, the other thing about World War I, before I even get into the soldier joints, you know what I'm saying? These other countries that were colonized in Africa wanted to not only defeat Germany and Europe, but to take the land and divide it amongst themselves. This right here forced what free countries you did have wanting to, and like understanding that Germany was wrong, they joined first forces with the United Front, like the Europeans and the Americans and all that, and France and all them. But like British and them was like, yo, we don't want some of these countries messing around because a couple of these countries will have Muslim joints jumping, and it was like, yo, they gonna help us get rid of Germany, they gonna switch and do some jihad stuff on us. They was really actually scared of that. You know what I'm saying? That's real talk. Yo, so it was like the weirdest joints about Africa over there. France, I think, had the most soldiers. You know what I'm saying? Like, they was just like, yo, because Ethiopia and Darfur, they were like involved with it. Yo, it was just one of them joints. They were scared of Ethiopia though. That's who it was. They were scared of Ethiopia. They was like, yo, they thought Ethiopia would like help them out with Germany and then turn around and be like, yo, y'all need to get up out of Africa too. The whole we taking all this back for them people. They were scared of that. But their leader, who was really the head man of that, had got assassinated. Conspiracies, we ain't gonna get into that either. But he was assassinated. So the next guy coming up was all about, whatever y'all do, just leave us alone and we'll be cool. And that was kind of the trade-off. When this is all said and done, y'all don't come up in here in Darfur and try to rock with us. We good. And you know what I'm saying? For the most part, that was what it was. And it's, like I said, it's a wild history because it's something that people don't talk about. Like, we don't hear this a lot, you know what I'm saying? Like, between 1914 and 1918, France recruited the most. They had a lot of troops, a lot of deaths came into the process. You know what I'm saying? France had the most casualties of Africans. You have African people who would never see these European countries, would never be invited to these European countries, or fighting on behalf of these European countries. You know what I'm saying? Wild joints. And as they, again, when everybody who united defeated Germany, they also grabbed the land of Germany. They divided up Belgium and all these people, you know what I'm saying, carved up their pieces. And was like, yo, I got this, you got that, boom, boom, boom. It's wild. Soldiers was out here fighting for the Europeans, and we're gonna never be a part of that, you know what I'm saying? All up and down the Ivory Coast, all that right there, they died for France. You know what I'm saying? Like, all these Africans were out here doing their thing on behalf of France. Germany had East Africa on lock. So, and that's what they wanted. They wanted a piece of that. You know what I'm saying? They was actually heading out. The crazy part is, they was heading towards South Africa. And you know how, we all know what South Africa got going on. Yo, Germany was really on that thing in World War I. And then just took time off, gathered their joint, and was like, yo, let's try this again. And did it for World War II. But yo, it's a wild, deep, complex thing, man. I can't even begin to get into it like I want to, because then it's a whole nother show. It's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? This ain't even a mix show at that point. It's a real history lesson. Please do your research on this. We will talk about other soldiers. We just talked about the ones in France who died. We're going to talk about the ones from Belgium. We're going to talk about the Britain joint. We're going to talk about the people in Germany, the Africans that German were over, and that Holocaust. We got to talk about that, because that's something that people don't talk about. You know what I'm saying? A lot of their stuff that they did to the Jews later on down the line, they were this was the prototype. This was the, you know what I'm saying? These were the practices. They were practicing on this. They were trying to, you know what I mean? By the time they got to the Jews, they had mastered the craft of whatever it was they were trying to do. But yo, we gonna definitely have to get back up on this. This is a Black History moment. Happy Memorial Day to all those that have died in war. You know what I'm saying? Not just Americans, all. You know what I'm saying? Because war is a crazy thing, man. It's something you can't come back from. You know what I mean? Like, imagine that joint, bro. You know what I'm saying? You ever had a fight? And we all ain't win our fights. Let's keep it real. We ain't all win our fight. But you ever had that fight where you really got beat and it stick with you? Like, it still stick with you? Like, you could even talk about stuff and be like, and it get to that, yo, remember that time you fought so and so? And it hurt. Like, I don't want to talk about that. That's whole countries. That's families, generations down the line. That's that thing, man. So it's not like we out here, we just be like, yo, for America, you know what I'm saying? The need soldiers, and we go to the joints and we boom, boom, boom. All soldiers all across the world. People ain't understanding. It's what happened in World War I that had Hitler step in and go, yo, let's get this German pride back, F them. We Germany, and that's how you got World War II. That thing was in his chest. That thing was in his chest, and it was on all of Germany, and he was like that dude who was like, yo, we Germany. We don't be out here on no sucker stuff, man. Let's do what we do. And they did it. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you even got into that new position with this new world. You know what I'm saying? With that new war. I don't know why I'm saying world. That new war. But you know what I mean? That's, again, that's a whole nother joint. Summertime coming. I've been gathering, as y'all know, y'all been listening to my joint. Probably do this. I've been gathering up a lot more foreign joints. So one Saturday every month out of the summer, we gonna rock a whole joint with nothing but foreign music, foreign, funky, dope, head nod material. That joint to make you be like, oh my God, make stank faces wherever you at. You know what I'm saying? You be like, ooh, making stank faces. If you got headphones on and you got people around you, kids or something, and you make that stank face like, ooh, they gonna get up and walk away because they think you probably doo-dooed on yourself. It's gonna be that kind of joint, man. They gonna be like, ugh. And be like, I don't smell nothing though. But yo, this is what we gonna do. It's gonna be dope. I ain't gonna cheat and play reggae. I ain't gonna cheat and play that Ghana music. I ain't gonna cheat and play somebody from Canada. I ain't gonna cheat and play like UK music. I'm lying to y'all. I might. But it's gonna be dope. And that's how we gonna get into that. Also, I've been testing this out. Facebook, the Messenger joint. Live at the Oasis. Now live at the Oasis Mix Show. I got it. I'm trying to get it hooked up a little more. I'm still in the mix of trying to hook it up better. Live phone calls. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Doing these 2 segments. Hop up here. You know what I'm saying? Shout out whoever you want to shout out. Chop it up for a bit before we get back in the mix. You know what I'm saying? Do what we do. You know what I'm saying? Or leave the voice message type joint on there. Shout out whoever you want to shout out or whatever. And we throw it in the mix while the music playing and boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? We gon' like I said, I'm gonna let y'all into that a little more. Get that somewhere around mid-June when I feel like I've got it perfected to a degree. And we gonna do that. But yo, we know how we do, man. It's summertime. Wednesdays, Wednesdays. Joints I grew up off of. I sound like I'm about to leave or something, don't I? Anyway, I'm not. We about to get back into this music and do what we do. Y'all know how to get at me, man. Just get at me. Google me. Like Shaq say, because you know how we do, man. We represent East Coast, West Coast, worldwide. Lost Boys. Yeah. And don't forget the podcast where you get this Black History Moment segment popping in its entirety. You know what I'm saying? All this right here. Everything that you're hearing right here. All that. Bam. You know what I'm saying? And so we gonna get into what we do. Let's go. Yes, hey, that's my time. Y'all enjoy yourselves out here, for real. Watch out for the traffic. Watch out for the heads out here trying to be knuckleheads, you know what I'm saying? If y'all gonna get into anything, you know what I'm saying, make sure there ain't no like crazy little bumps and joints all around. You don't want nobody catching monkeypox or anything else, you know what I'm saying? COVID is still out here, you know what I'm saying? And wear protection, man, you know what I mean? For real. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're a couple. Unless y'all a couple, then you know what I'm saying? Then you do what you do. But you know what I mean? Still, if you out here just mingling and slinging and rocking it and popping it, but yo, please be safe out here, for real. I'm telling y'all, man, it's wild. Yo, Memorial Day joints. Avoid all the crazies who are super duper patriotic about stuff. And you like, yo, I don't know what you're talking about, B. Just go, yeah, I feel you. And keep it moving, man, you know? Don't try to avoid what you can, man, for real. Summertime, gotta avoid all that. You know what I mean? For real. But anyway, they say you only live once. That's a lie. You only die once. So anytime the show God allows you to get out here and do your thing, continue in your journey, show the world the best version of you, and keep it moving. Y'all be safe. Peace. Happy Memorial Day. I'm playing. I'm out, y'all. Peace.
This is a Soul of Art presentation.